Fuck me. You're listening to Fucks Given, the one where we go long distance.
This is it, Florence.
Oh, this is it.
I was going to say this is our last recording in person, but we never fucking do our recordings in person.
We never fucking do them in person. They're always virtual.
So for all the new curious fuckers out here who have just tuned in, what is going on? Why are we going long distance?
I'm moving to LA next week. So we're just
Next
about...
week just threw me off. I was like, what? It's like, we've got weeks together. The fuck? No.
Yes, next week. Next week, girl.
So yeah, we're currently emotional voids at the moment.
Yeah, we're really avoiding any emotion. We are entering a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
And I've never done a long distance relationship before.
No, I've always said I would never.
I've always said I would never.
But we do recognise, and we were talking about this earlier this week, because we're not very good with physical touch anyway.
No,
we're only good with physical touch with people that we are romantic and sexual with.
Mm-hmm.
So Florence and I, we try to do a little like cuddle, and then it's like, okay, yeah, cool. Like ends up being like some
weird like
arm touch pat thing. So it might work because
should we just hug and then it might all come out?
Yeah. I don't know if it will.
I don't think it is.
I feel like I'm struggling with my elbow.
Me too. That was
I'm
really.
sorry. I'm sorry.
That was really.
It's the gym, you know. It's the
those hench shoulders.
I got so dense at the gym. So yeah, I think the long distance relationship could work because thinking about long distance, the thing that is the hardest is the physical touch.
Sex as well.
Yeah, and we don't fuck each other that often.
You never know.
You'll never know. Is she fucking with you? Is she not? You have to sign up to both of our OnlyFans to find out.
Yes, that's where the secret lies.
So yeah, I think it could work. I think we've already done. We went for dinner last night. We had like a little celebration thing.
Yeah.
And we went and we spoke about some deep stuff.
We did. And what we have decided to do is to have a check-in with each other every single month where we talk about everything that's going really well in our relationship.
Yeah.
And everything that's
not
going...
working.
We're a bit like, oh, that could have been different. And we've also decided that we're going to keep communication like super open and not let our time zones interfere with like whether we want to say something or not.
Yeah, but I mean, we struggle with saying stuff outright. We're getting better at it. It's definitely like a learning skill. And it's just being able to be aware of that and just voice noting each other if we do feel some kind of way. And also like we talked about everything last night with like being able to push yourself out of that comfort zone and talk about things that make you feel uncomfortable. It does get easier for the next time, and it is just, it's almost like, oh wow, that feels amazing saying that, why don't we do this more often?
What a relief. If there's anything that you're ever like, oh, that's triggering me in a slight way, or I feel a bit of like jealousy or anything like that, we always need to say it.
The hardest thing is to do it in the moment though.
It's really hard.
Because you don't see it. It's only until afterwards you're like, oh yeah, I did have some kind of feeling about that. Like, okay, cool.
But I feel like there's never a bad time to bring stuff up.
Yeah.
And don't feel like you should hold on to something.
There is one bad time when you're in an argument.
Oh yeah.
That's the worst. Don't ever bring shit up then.
We don't argue.
No, we don't. No. But I'm more thinking like if anyone's thinking about long distance relationships, or this advice kind of goes for all relationships, romantic, sexual, platonic. It is so important to have those check-ins, and if something does make you feel uncomfortable, like recognize it, process it, understand why, and then speak to your partner about it.
I think if you have a relationship with a friend like we do, which is like it's business, it's like friendship, but it's also like this other like weird like sisterly bond. Because I don't know, I guess we've just been through a lot together, and we've been working on the same thing for 9 years. We've known each other for 9 years now.
And we both have the same passions, so talking about like what is going to upset us individually and what we need to do to make that work, like making sure that we are honest about everything, and also like keeping each other in the loop as well was like a big thing.
Yes, definitely.
It's just trying to figure out what upsets you and what doesn't, or like because we are both in the same industry, we talk about sex, and yeah, like trying not to step on each other's toes, but changing that. What we've had in the past is like the negative and like the weird resentment that comes up. Instead of being happy for your friend, your partner, you end up like resenting them and being angry, and a lot of that just comes from a place within of like jealousy and insecurities. And so yeah, it's none of this is easy though. None
of it's easy, and I feel like we've been through such like a big journey with it all as well. And this is just the next stage of it.
There keeps being like big things that happens to us that like can either separate us or bring us much closer together. And it's like that is the important thing, is like bringing us closer together, being that teamwork. Like
the tea is last time when I went through my breakup, that really pushed us apart in some weird way. And like then I went to LA that time, and that was really, really hard for us.
That was probably the worst time we've had together. And we are a relationship. We are. I speak to you more than I do my boyfriend sometimes. We talk all the time.
Every day.
Every day. Yeah, pretty much every day. And sometimes we even need to have a break. Like if one of us has gone on holiday, so let's
cut this
let's
off.
not talk. Let's have a break. If it's something important, then or we've done it before. We're like, no work talk. Like literally we need to stop and just talk about fun, nice things and keep up, because it ends up being it stops being a friendship sometimes and just becomes work, and work is shitty and complicated and stressful, and then that makes our relationship, all those things. Apart from when we went through a bad patch, and we basically like recognized we were not in a good place, and we had it all out, and we just basically were just so open with each other. And it was difficult and hard at the time, but oh my god, the relief.
We didn't really want to do it, I don't think. I don't think we even like met up to do that, and then we just kind of we were like
fell into it.
Okay, we should sit down and actually we said some mean things,
stuff,
but like
but
it was like
mean.
it was all like the really negative things that we were holding inside, and we were just like, let's just be honest about it all, and every single feeling we just told each other.
I think that was good. It was so good because you're right, it's not mean stuff, but it's stuff that like we had trapped in our heads that we didn't even really feel. It was just like an anger, resentment thing, and then when we said it was like, oh my god, I don't actually feel that way. Like
it's not reality, it's something that's
internal.
It's the inner insecurities in yourself that are bubbling away, and you project it onto someone else.
And then you blame the other person because you don't want to blame yourself. You make excuses. So that was amazing. And then when we went to LA, it was like it really taught us to remember that we were friends first. The business came afterwards, the work, the podcast, Come Curious. We had the best time. It was so good. And we were also very aware that, like it's not going to be perfect all the time. We're not going to have the most amazing peachy relationship, especially what we depict on social media. There are times that we're going to struggle, and we're going to piss each other off, and we're going to get like step on each other's toes, but it's learning how to tackle those things when we're there and not be afraid of talking about them.
I think that's one of the reasons why I feel less scared about us and this transition, because we had that really amazing time in LA together. And there was a moment just before you went away, and we had that little like chat on the beach where we asked about, I was like, okay, what were your highlights of your trip? Like what were the pits and the peaks and like all that stuff? And I think you said to me like, it's really nice seeing you in LA because I can see how peaceful and happy you are here. And that meant so much to me to hear that from you. Now I'm getting sad. But it meant so much.
Thank you. I had a really good time in LA. I felt so safe.
And then we can have, now I know that we can have like that time again as well. And we're always gonna have that.
And it's not fearing the future. It's being able to like enjoy the present, and because we don't know what the future has to hold, we have got no idea. Like Florence might come back, I might move out to LA. Like there's so many possibilities, and it's just about enjoying the now and trying to, like one of the good tips for long distance relationships is planning when you're going to see each other next, enjoying the now, but also having that in the bank. Like especially the last time you see each other, oh, let's plan. Like, I mean, I'm already planning a trip to LA. Even though the dates aren't set, but I'm like, maybe like early next year, you know, March time. That would be great.
And I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, same.
Like I'm already like, this is gonna be sick.
Yeah,
and it's gonna come around so quickly as well, because life just does happen, and it goes so quickly. So we're gonna be together again in no time.
We'll be together again. It'll be okay. So Florence, you've been driving yourself crazy trying to get your flat, like everything moved out of and like deposit sorted and cleaning. But the real question is, did you manage to get your ex's cum stain off the wall?
I haven't checked.
What? You haven't checked?
I haven't checked, and I remembered this yesterday, and I was like, because I've had this handyman painting, and I didn't check the wall.
Oh my god! What is
so
the
my
cum
ex's
stain?
stump
Stain?
My ex's cum might still be on the wall because I didn't actually wipe it off.
What does it look like? Is it like
it's
a
just
spray?
Like a little, no, it's just like a little drip.
Yeah.
It's like a little crystallized drip.
Oh.
Slightly yellow in tinge.
Oh my goodness. Well, you're gonna have to try and like paint over that or some shit.
Well, I might just drop back into the flat after this episode.
Just to double check on the cum stain.
Just to double check on the cum stain.
Yep. Yep. I think that's important.
Should I just leave it there for the next tenants?
You don't want to lose your deposit. You know what they're like? They'll fuck you over.
They'll be like, oh my god, there's cum stains all over this wall. Imagine if someone went in with one of those infrared lights.
Oh. Oh, Jesus. It would just be...
Come on the ceiling.
I feel like it would just be like your silhouette on the floor and then cum stains everywhere around it. Like caricature of a dead person.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
Being fucked by daddy. How long have we been friends for?
9 years.
Isn't it not over? Because 9 years, we started Come Curious in January.
So I was trying to think about this. I moved to London when I was 22
Mm-hmm.
and I'm 31. So that's 9 years ago. And that's like, so maybe it's around 9-10 years we've been friends.
Yeah, 9-10 years. Maybe we started Come Curious really fucking early, like when we first moved in together.
We did.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
I think we did. I think it was like 6 months later or something.
For anyone who doesn't know, we met on a porn set, although we've said this story 1,000 times.
So many times on every single interview that we have ever done together. Yeah. The story of our origin.
It's cool. Yeah. We met on a porn set. A shitty,
Yeah.
shady porn set, but
So shit.
silver lining, we became friends and we made Come Curious. We started on YouTube making videos and talking about sex, and then it popped off.
Loved it.
Yeah, and we loved it, and it's honestly helped us so much.
Do you think Come Curious made us better friends or worse friends?
Oh, that's a good point. I would say better.
100% better.
Yeah.
I don't think we really had much. Like we were obviously friends beforehand, but for so little time that most of our friendship has been Come Curious.
Yeah, and I think some of our big passions like film, production and sex have really brought us closer together. But we were also, you know, like we're so out of sync sometimes that Come Curious has brought us together when maybe we weren't in sync. Like, you know, like with relationships or like being single. Have we ever been single at the same time?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that would have been jokes. Like, imagine us going out and getting fucked.
Fuck's sake. Do you want to just quickly get single?
Yeah, just, Sam? Florence and I just want to do this really big bonding exercise.
We would have gone to like all the sex parties. We've gone on speed dating together.
Yeah, we'd say this like we would have. Yeah, we'd probably just be like, yeah, you want to just come over, watch a film,
just cry,
get takeaway, please. Let's not do anything.
Yeah, but I think also that I think Come Curious. You know, I think it's probably created rifts in our friendship as well because business has come first.
Yes,
and that's been difficult for our friendship
for sure. I mean, business isn't just fucking like rainbows and kisses. It's tough. We've gone through some tough times, and we're continue to go. We're going through tough times, and so like that just ends up kind of printing on our friendship. Which is really unfair. So it's like knowing the difference. I mean, we've even spoken about going to couples therapy, relationship therapy, business therapy. So yeah, that's definitely something that we're looking to in the future, because we just know how valuable it is.
Yeah.
Mm.
Is it difficult working with a best friend? I feel like this is a weird question because we became best friends through working together.
Yes, yeah. I think, I wonder if that we kind of like made ourselves a bit separate, because our connection was Come Curious, and it felt like we didn't need anything more, but it's through time and through the years we're like, no, like this is a best friend relationship.
Yeah.
We are best friends. We're a codependent, long distance, full-on relationship with a Come Curious baby.
Yeah, Come Curious is our baby.
Yeah.
We had this creative child.
Yeah. I mean,
together.
not to minimize anyone who actually has children who's like fucking struggling at the moment. We feel you, but this is our metaphorical baby, which, you know, we love and hate both at the same time sometimes.
I think it's just so beautiful though what we've created, because I think without even really discussing it, like, we know that we're going to be doing this for like a really long time.
Yeah, I definitely don't see an end.
No, we don't want to end this.
No.
Like, we will be doing this until we are old, and we want to be normalizing sex for 80 plus.
Yeah, so just remember our soft, supple voices right now.
Yeah, because maybe
jump through 50 years in the future.
To Thanksgiving.
I fucking hope you sound like that.
Might have a bit of an American twang about it.
Yeah, suddenly you've got an American accent. I've got a little else. Oh Lord!
Like, oh, so what lubes are you using these days, Reed?
Oh, yes, it's that new cyborg lube.
How's your toy boy going?
Oh well, which one? Which of the 7 of them?
In our little like sex commune or something.
Yes, sex commune vibes.
Eco-friendly sex commune.
Yes, which accidentally turns into a cult, and we end up on the next podcast / in court.
Literally, like the curious fuckers to reveal all their secrets.
In it, like I made him suck his dick to get into the cult.
Oh no, that will never happen.
No, that sounds fucked up.
That's so
really
fucked up.
hot, but fucked up.
Yeah. What's something the curious fuckers don't know about our friendship? I feel like we've revealed quite a lot already.
We have revealed a lot. I couldn't think of anything that we've missed out. There might be some stuff.
Oh, I nearly left Come Curious.
Oh, yeah. We spoke about this last night on our dinner.
Yeah, when I was in my really shit long relationship and he was sucking the life out of me, he was so against Come Curious that I was like, for the better of my relationship, I think I need to stop doing this.
Yeah, we spoke a lot about your ex actually yesterday, and I think it was some good stuff that, you know, neither of us wanted to say, but it, you know, it happened. We have to acknowledge that was a really bad time for you. And yeah, I remember very vividly that Florence was like, I don't think I can do Come Curious anymore, and it was a real serious decision. And I remember being like devastated.
And you know the reason why I didn't know is because you said that you were going to carry on without me, and I was like, wait,
what?
Fuck that.
Excuse me? Yeah, well, I was like,
I'm glad that I had that weird jealousy at that point, because it saved to Come Curious.
Well, I was definitely just like, you can't stop it. Like, this is such a good thing. And I also knew that it was your ex. I knew it wasn't you.
Yeah.
I knew it was just your ex had like tainted your mind and made you feel like you didn't want to do this.
Imagine if we had stopped, man.
Oh, fuck.
Think of all the people that we wouldn't have helped.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've spoken a lot about us as well, and I think we need to stress how much you guys have made this possible for us and a reality.
100%. We would not be here without every single one of your support.
Because it's not just like the digital followers that help us, or like the people sharing our content and tagging us, but it's mainly the people that come and say hi to us in real life. Like that is honestly life-changing. And doing We Out Here, where we did a talk just us two, and the tent was so packed out people couldn't sit down. That was like, holy fucking shit, we're doing so good here. And like, it doesn't matter what barriers or boundaries that we come come up against, it's all worth it to push forward, to do this for you all, for us to learn more about sex, because like that was just why we started Come Curious, was to make other people feel more confident about themselves. That was literally our goal.
And through experience as well. And I think that's what makes this so unique, is that it's through experience. Like, I was talking to my therapist about wanting kids in the next few years.
Yeah, I was
just like
scared.
He was like, you know what? He was like, you've got to talk about that experience on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because he was like, that information is not out there and it's sorely needed.
Yeah.
Like, how to relationship, love, like sex, what happens when you have kids?
Yeah, and maybe that's something we haven't really spoken about on the pod as well. It's like, because you've gone through phases of wanting to have a kid, but very seriously.
Yeah.
And that has scared the shit out of me. Every time you mention it, I'm like, oh, cool. Like,
well, even now?
Yeah, the idea of you having a kid now.
Really?
Yeah, I see that as I'm so scared about it. I'm obviously like so happy for you if you actually choose to do that and you want to have a kid.
I won't be
having
excited. A kid until I meet someone that I want to have a kid with.
Yeah, but that could happen in like 3 months. We never know.
Yeah.
We don't
about this. I was like, if I got pregnant from my fuck buddy, would I just have the kid? He'd be a great dad.
Yeah.
But obviously I wouldn't do that to him. But
yeah. I mean, the kid thing, and you were so right when I think the first time this happened in Come Curious, like a few years back, and you were like, talking about kids, and you were very right in that. You were like, I don't want to stop Come Curious. This will be good because we can, that, it's like a whole new level of talking about sex and relationships, but with a baby.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, sure, but also that means our whole relationship changes.
I've just got why you feel weird about it.
Yeah.
Because you're like the guy in the relationship. And men are always like, but the attention won't be on me anymore.
The attention won't be on me. What the fuck? It would just got some other little like mini Florence coming in, busting in, taking my attention spot. But I think a large portion of that is that our friendship would change and we would go back to it just being about the business again.
No.
And that's scary. Although Auntie Ree would be cute.
It would
and
not
I would be
go.
there for it. But
it would not go. That would not happen. You're going to be godmother, even though I'm not religious.
Thank you. I would take godmother role. The problem with godparents is like a big thing. Godparents is not just like...
I know, it's the people that look after your kids if you die.
If you die, I have to look after your kid.
Okay, maybe I won't do that.
I mean, I'd still love to be a godparent, but you know what? If you died, I probably would take your child. Well, I'll speak to your mum about it first. See what's on there.
Yeah.
But I want the choice, If you make me godmother, I have no choice.
Maybe you can be like special aunt. But why are we even talking about this?
Okay,
I don't even have a partner.
Yes, I know. But I think the baby thing's definitely that anxiety of mine. Because it's also like I'm anxious about a future that I can't predict, that I have no idea what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
It might be the best thing that ever happens to us. We don't know.
Oh, we would basically have a little curious fucker child.
What would you call it? Would you call it curious fucker?
No.
CF. Hey CF, what you doing?
I have no idea. 3 promises to make each other.
3 promises is so deep.
That's a really hard one.
That is hard. I'm gonna get emotional on these, I think. I can feel it.
Me too.
Shit.
Fuck.
Okay, I've got one in my head. I promise to never forget you.
That's so deep. Of course you're never gonna fucking forget me.
What if it happens, man? You're in another country.
No.
That is so deep. Or block you out through protective measures.
Oh yeah. That's like an all-encompassing one.
Yeah.
I promise not to do that as well.
You can't steal my promise.
And I promise to always communicate everything that I'm feeling, and if anything comes up, you're gonna cry.
Yeah, like misty eyes, man.
I promise to be like really good at like understanding your side of things.
I feel like this is like we're getting married. I feel like I'm at the altar and you're making these promises to me. Thank you for promising those things.
Because I know it's going to be hard from like both of our sides, and I think we're always going to have to see how it feels on the other side.
Yeah. yeah, I think that's the hardest part for us, because we do get caught up inside our heads, especially me.
Mm-hmm. And I promise to always hear that as well.
Yes.
And not ever think like, I always also want to be able to be there for you, like when you're in your like darker moments as well, even though I'm not there physically.
My soul. Fuck. I promise to. I can't. I promise to always be there for you and listen to you, even if I don't like what I'm hearing. Even if you want to have a baby and get married over there, I promise to be there and be so happy for you.
Thank you.
And to like, you know, really feel my own jealousy and realize that it's jealousy and my own insecurities and my own fear, and not something that I should stop you from doing, because I am excited for you, I promise.
Thank you. That's so deep.
I promise not to get too upset if you want to live in the LA forever and never come back to the UK. That's like my deepest fear. But
I know.
Yeah, but I promise I will be happy for you. I'll just come over more.
Yeah. I feel bad about you having to come over though. Like I promise that I will come back just as much as you come over.
Yeah, it needs to be equal. Not always, because I think, you know, it depends on what's going on in our life. And also LA is great and sunny.
And I promise to always pick you up from the airport.
Oh, can you ride me around like I'm your bitch, please? Yes. I think I've got one more promise left.
I'm just trying to think what mine would be.
I feel like we said a lot of promises all in one go.
Yeah, we did. They all came out at once.
Yeah, they were like, I promise to do this, and this. You may now kiss the bride.
I was like... Well, hello there, YouTubers. Hi.
Hey, curious fuckers watching us on YouTube. Just to give you a word of caution, this episode has been edited for YouTube safety purposes. It's basically like the safe for work version.
Lame. So if you want the explicit stuff, you better go back to your podcast apps, Apple, Spotify, and go listen to us there for the full episode.
Yes, you won't be disappointed. And then just come back here to watch us. Woo! Oh, wait, that's too much. Gonna have to blur that out for YouTube. Shit!